Hello, welcome to Stampin' with Cheryl. This is the cute little card we're gonna make tonight using the Heart and Hugs stamp and die set. Let's get started. So we're going to start with our cardstock base. This is Petal Pink. It is 8.5 by 8.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. Then this piece of designer series paper, and I've forgotten, went ahead and glued it down before I got started with the video. This is from Country Woods, and this measures 3 3/4 by 5.5. So you're gonna glue that piece on. Then next we have the reverse side of the Country Woods paper. That is this pretty blue color. I've taken that and I've taken a piece of white cardstock. So the blue piece measures 2 by 4 3/4, and the white piece measures 1 3/4 by 4.5. And we're going to glue that on next. I hope y'all are having a great Sunday. It is hot here. It is 89 degrees and feels like 100. It rained a little bit this morning, just enough to make it more humid basically. And the sun's shining out now. Okay, so there we go. We are going to make sure that we have a nice little border all around there. All right. So then next we are going to take this piece and glue it onto the front of our card. And as always, I will put my measurements in the description for the video when I post it. All right, let me make sure that's straight. That's the one good thing about the glue. You can lift it up just a little bit and move it before it starts getting, there we go. Move it over just a hair. All right, then next I have another piece of that other side of the Country Woods. It's the blue color. This piece is cut at 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. Then I have a white piece that is 2 about 2 3/8 by 3.5, and I have stamped on that. This is from our Hearts and Hugs dies that I'm sorry, I did not use the dies. I just lied. I thought about using the dies. This is from our Hearts and Hugs stamp set. So here are the little badgers right down here in the corner. Those are the badgers I have used. There is a sentiment that says sending birthday hugs, and I have stamped that in the bottom there. I have colored, so I consider him the male since he's bigger, so I colored the male badger with, let me get my colors out and see, with dark pebbled path. And no, I did not. That is not true. I colored my badger with dark smoky slate and light smoky slate. That is what I used. And then the female badger, again, I'm just guessing that it's male and female. I don't really know. I'm sorry, I'm trying to slide these back in my holder. Okay, and then the female, I used the dark smoky slate for the one little piece on her head, and then I used the dark pecan pie for her head and the light pecan pie for her body. And then on both of them I used, let's see, what color did I use? I used light pretty and pink for their noses. That is what I used for that. So we are going to glue that onto here. And of course, in my description, I will also put the links that will take you directly to my online Stampin' Up! Store where you can buy any of the products and look through. But I also put direct links to these particular products that I am using. So if you want to just purchase those, you can do that as well. So this one I am going to pop up on with Stampin' Dimensionals. So it gives it a little bit of dimension. I don't want the small ones, I want the big ones. So these are the Stampin' Dimensions. As you can see, I'm getting to the end of using up a sheet, but I use every single bit of it. There's no reason to waste them. And so you can just cut in between them to use those as you wish. So I'm going to take one of those off and put it there, there. Take another one, put it there and there. I think for good measure, I will probably do one right here on this side, whoops, and one right here on this side. Then we'll just peel those off. Some people use their little stick tool to peel these off, but I find that they're not that hard to come off, and I just use my fingernails, I guess. All right, then we're gonna pop him up, and we're gonna kind of center him. I'll go up a little higher for him because we're gonna put some gems on here. So there they are. Now, the gems that I'm going to use are not Stampin' Up! I did not have any that went with this card. So these are actually from Craft Consortium. I think I either got these at a crop I was at, or maybe somebody gifted them to me. I'm not really sure. I've had them for a while. But, okay, here we go. But you could use any gems. They don't have to be the colors I'm choosing today. Let me get my little tool. If you had some of the navy ones, those would look pretty on there. Maybe even some brown ones or peach colored ones. Ooh, you know, I wonder if I might want these peachy ones instead of the blue ones. Let me see. Blue, peach. You know, I thought I was going with those, but I actually think I'm going to change my mind and go with the peachy colored ones that kind of blends more with the background of the paper and that little stripe there in that one. Again, if you're new to videos and making cards, odd numbers are good rather than even numbers. I learned that a while back. So there we have that. Now, also, I have some pink little hearts I'm going to put on our card that I've already cut. Now, I did use the dies for that. I thought I used the dies for something. So this is the Hearts and Hugs dies that goes with the Hearts and Hugs stamp set. So you have the option to cut these out. I just didn't cut my little badgers out today. I decided I liked them just stamped on there for this particular card. But with the Hearts and Hugs dies, I did get them over here in the view. I did cut out some little hearts that are included in that set. I guess I could open up the set where you can see it, since I have it right here. So as you'll see, this goes with, you've got your walruses, you've got your little mouse, you've got the badgers, you've got the hamster, then you've got some extra things. You've got this banner, you've got some hearts. These are the little hearts that I used. There's also little flowers, and then there's some more little flowers coming off from grass that you can cut out and use for different things. So this is a really cute little die set to have. It could be used with other things as well. So here's my little hearts. And I'm going to, I think I'll actually pop these little hearts up. So I'm going to turn them all over. And not only do we have the regular dimensionals that are the bigger size, which let me get my packages and show you. I love these things. So these are the regular size dimensionals. I don't know if you can tell well on the camera or not. They are bigger in size. And then we have the mini dimensionals, and they're really small like this. So that's the ones that here's the small ones that I'm getting ready to use. So let me grab this, and I'm going to take one of these and see if it fits on there okay, because I don't want it showing when you turn it over. Whoops. Let's see. Is it going to show? No, it is not going to show. Whoops. Hard little things to hold on to sometimes when you're doing really small work. But I thought I would put one right there. Yeah, I like those popped up a lot. And let's do another one. I'm sorry if my camera is moving. Another one right there. And like I said, I don't usually do even numbers. Not sure if I'm gonna do even or odd this time. We'll see what I think. Let me put this one down. I'm gonna put this one. Do I want that one right there? Or do I want it there? I think I want it right there. Now, do I want this one there too? Or do I just want the third one? I actually think I am gonna do the even number this time. It's really strange for me. Try to stick with odd. But I hope you don't hear my air conditioner. I shut my door trying to keep you from hearing the whirring of the air conditioner because it cannot keep up with the heat outside. So it pretty much goes all day long once it starts heating up. So I'm gonna put this little heart right there. Okay, I like that. So then on the inside, we will do our inside. So that, I haven't already cut it. Okay, let me cut that real quick for you. So I just buy these blanks of cardstock. I actually get these at Michael's. They come in a pack, and they're easier to just cut down than a whole big 12 by 12 sheet or 8.5 by 11 sheet. So I am going to cut this to 4 1/8. Oh wait, let's see. That's my standard. Usually this is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So yeah, 4 1/8 by 4 1/8 will be what I want. 4 1/8. And this is our trimmer. I love the trimmer. If you don't have one, it can be found on my website as well for Stampin' Up, or on my online store, I should say, not website. Okay, somehow I did not do that correctly. I thought I told you that this was 8.5 by 8.5. Let me look again. I lied. This is 8.5 by 5.5. And I scored it at 4.25. So that makes it our standard 4.25 by 5.5. So I cut my paper wrong. So let's do that again. I apologize for the wrong measurements at the beginning. I thought I did something different. I must have been thinking about something different. All right, so this will be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. All right. Now we will take that and glue it to the inside of our card. Okay. So we'll open that up, line that up right in there. Just like that. And then I always like to decorate the inside of my card. So whatever little strips and things that are left are a good idea to use in the card. Sometimes I put them down the sides, sometimes I put them across the bottom. It just depends what it is I'm looking to do. So this one, do I want the wider strip or the smaller strip? I think I'll go with the smaller strip. So I'm gonna cut that again, and that's gonna be, because it's going across and across, it is 4 1/4. So this is gonna be cut at 4 1/8. Cut that right there. And we will just take this, and you could do the blue strip if you preferred rather than stripes, but I'm going to do the stripes because that's what's on the background of our card, and I feel like we used a couple of the blues on the front anyway, so give it a little extra oomph for the inside. So that will fit exactly at the bottom of the white piece. Give that just a second. And then I already know what sentiment I'm using for this one. It's a birthday sentiment that I use quite often. I use different ones off and on all the time. So let me stamp this for you. I don't usually do this part when I'm videoing, but I will today. Whoops. And there's why I don't, because then you don't see my little mistakes that happen and things that I do. And I like to ink it up really, really good to make sure that I've got everything where I want it. This is just with the Memento black ink. I find that it does stamp really well. All right, now we are going to bring this over here. If I've got any ink, I'll wipe it away. All right, and then I'm going to center this up and then bring it down and stamp it. And up, and it says, a birthday should be happy, just perfect through and through, especially when the day belongs to someone as special as you. To be honest, I don't even know where I got this stamp. I started using it earlier in the year. And it is the one that I'm currently using on most of my birthday cards. I usually pick out a new one each year, or there's 2 or 3 different ones that I use. So I hope you have enjoyed watching me make this card this afternoon. And I will leave all the links and the information to my online store at Stampin' Up! And I hope you will go there and check out some of the products, see what specials we have going. I believe until the end of June there is 10% off on stamp and die sets. Maybe even, I don't want to say. I'm pretty sure stamp and die sets have like 10% off. There may be some other things that they've added on there since I've been on as well. If you have any questions, you can also email me at cdjohnson1966@att.net. Thank you for joining me.